What is up, everybody? This is Up here and welcome to Undertale / Deltarune newsletter winter 2024. So this is the Valentine's Day newsletter, and I didn't record for the Halloween newsletter because I already know that there's gonna be a new release date, which is chapters 3 and 4, because chapters 3 and 4 are gonna be released around this year, so it's gonna be very productive. And yeah, let's get into this one. We got Sand loading full of Valentine's prizes or gifts. He's being the builder right now. Love. There's nothing in this world more important. Love. That's everything. Well, there you go, guys. That's everything. And so today, our Undertale / Deltarune newsletter cooperative have been decided to do something very special for our beloved fans. You're our Valentine's. Please enjoy these 3 special cards. Alright, this is for Toriel. Dear Valentine, why was the folk so excited? Because it had Valentine's. Heh. I heard that joke was so funny. But yet, it was just nothing. So lame. Sincerely, Toriel. That's just a lame joke, Toriel. You gotta try a little harder than that. Sorry. We got Alphys. Don't think this is a Valentine or anything, but you know, I just think you're neat. Unless it's weird that it's not a Valentine. It's, you know, it's whatever. One of the most appropriate. Good there. And we got Rooksul's card. Yeah. See it feels solve this puzzle, Valentine. 2 plus me equals. You start to draw hot on a blank. What? No! Stop! Stop! No! That is not easy. Stop it right now. I'll say like Rooksul's is the best letter than anyone, because I think Rooksul's is the best one. What do you think? Do you enjoy your Valentine's? Well, let me tell you that it's only a fraction of what we prepared. So you see, there's slightly less than 50 different cards. So trade with your cards to collect them all. And don't try anything tricky. I haven't planned to, you know, do a card special or a Valentine's Day card because I don't feel like it the most of the times, because I mean, if I want to write a card to my best friend, yes I would, but for right now I won't. So yeah, I'll probably just look at his mailbox and then gets mad because there's no mailbox. I don't know what he's mad about or why. I don't know. Undertale / Deltarune's most lovable character special Valentine's message. Who are those Valentines? Your heart has been particularly jumping at your body in joy and then moving some sort of green square. Freaking Deltarune reference. I knew that. Toby Fox, you can't get away with this though. I knew the green square because of the bullet pattern. No, the green squares might be the battle. So yeah. Whether it's the main boss, mini boss, or the secret boss, some kind of that, you know. Well, some of you, at least others, may be a little more prequisition. I don't know what that word is. To enter love fever mode. Look at you, non-truck freaks. In this case, bring out our secret weapon. A super special message from her favorite hero. A Messeru of love, the cuddliest and cutest character, the one who can stop to put a ring in it and get your heart. Enjoy. So we got the Spanton Love Network. So I watched some YouTuber did this and react to this, because I'm not gonna react to this. I'm pretty sure this one is a little bit cringe. So we're gonna skip to that. Sorry guys. We got the Deltarune mini status update for chapters 3, 4, and a bit of 5. So yeah. Happy 2024 everyone. The Deltarune team and I were taking a break for the holidays to visit our families. But now everyone's back and excited to get back to the game. RE. I don't know what RE stands for. Pretty much, no, RE. Yeah, RE. I don't know what it is though. Yeah, I really don't know. Chapter 3. We're working on a Japanese location. Then we'll be beginning porting and bug fixing a chapter, which will be totally complete. So in Halloween in this year or last year, no, Halloween last year, sorry. Halloween last year, so there's like chapter 3 have been completed, and there's like a Japanese localization that they had to port it and bug test the chapter, which we know 100% complete. So I don't know if it's 99% complete, but I'm pretty sure it might be, because betting on that, because if they finish porting and bug testing it, it'll be 100% complete through spring. So yeah, as last mentioned, the team is now focusing on chapter 4 with some minor work being done in chapter 5. So I don't know if this is like true or not, because he did said that chapters 3 and 4 were being worked on, but he said that chapter 3 is done. Chapter 4 is still work in progress. Chapter 5 is a bit of a minor work being done, but it's not almost done, at least. I don't know if chapter 5, because we never see many images or pictures or main boss themes around since that, because in chapter 4 especially, because of that, chapter 5, it might be like it's like 50% done at least, because like for right now, if they're working on chapter 5 when it's like 50% done on that, I'm pretty sure that might be it, because if they're like done working on that, that means it's minor work being done, which means 50% done on chapter 5. Now chapter 4, I really don't know what chapter 4 really is, but it's like 85% or 90% done for chapter 4, at least, because they had the eternal deadline, which, speaking of, we set an eternal deadline for ourselves regarding chapter 4, and our new producer is gonna help us to make the sweet moves that we need to meet it. I'm confident that this is gonna be a really productive year. So yes, it's true that we're gonna get chapters 3 and 4 by around of summer of 2024. I don't know like if some people might be agreeing on this, but if it's your opinion or whatever its opinion, like if you're agreeing for what Shay is, if Shay is about to release, Shay for example is that Deltarune chapters 3 and 4 are going to be released on late 2024. That's your opinion. If you can agree with mine, then yeah, you know how it works. As usually, there's not much I can share about spoiling anything, so please look at this cup. Kind of looks like an inkwell, if you ask me. And it's gonna be in chapter 4 as well, so I'm betting that. Valentine's New Year, illustration by Shafgron Scarf. Shafgron Scarf informed me that the year of the bunny and the year of the dragon are right next to each other. Hey, it's kind of romantic, isn't it? So she drew something. Right, so we have I don't know what they're doing though. Kind of having a feast. Oh, they eat noodles just like my brother did. Love it. And they have fireworks. Yeah, this is like Lunar New Year though. If you ever not notice it though, it's like if you live in Chinese, and if you don't know, if you know what that means, then yes, you're in the right place, sir. You're in the right place. Special Newsletter Spotlight and Interview GG. This issue has got a special interview with a special friend, GG. GG's been helping with the concept art since Undertale. They're an amazing artist with some unparalleled sense of color and fashion. Their permanent work has been shown so far have been the Dark World costumes of Chris and Susie, and a BG concept art for chapter 2, but they contribute many designs for the next chapters as well, so look forward to it. Anyway, on to the interview. Bro, look at this iconic art right there. This is amazing. Fun fact, I use my thumbnails for this one, and it's really iconic to see, like Undying having a spear in her hand, in her fist. I know it's her fist though, but yeah. Yeah, and I honestly really like this one because it has a lot more, people will say that this gives them nostalgia and a lot more, I don't know like what this is because it's so iconic that it really, you know, it really has that flavor into it. And the art style in this one, it's really something special though, and I like how they're pulling off this. So yeah, read the interview. So this is him, of course. We met back on Twitter when I was just a musical radio making tweets at you. I really look up at you back then. Okay, maybe I'll still do a little now too. What's your impression of me though? Gigi, please allow me to recount a memory of the first time I exhibit of a convention. When I was walking toward the event hall, you happened to nearby, talking to some friends about the artists you look forward to the meeting. Because you know I was in earshot, he shouted, "I'm really excited to see GG." Or GGDG. That's his nickname, of course. This being the first time we met in person, I thought, it's that guy. Anyway, I mean of all this to say that I thought you were weird. I was also weird. So it makes that sense we get along. My earliest memories of you is a energetic and fearless little dog. Toby. Many people don't remember, but Undertale is intentionally released as a demo back in 2012. The demo has contained the ruins area, but what is your impression of Undertale from it? I thought that the demo was released in 2013. It's not released in 2012. It's because it's not though, let's be honest. Come on. Gigi, I was shocked that you made it. Of course, I didn't mean this in a discarding way. I knew your talent, but the thought of it, basically one person, is such a core of your game was stretching to me. Before I met you and other developer friends, I never considered you to just making a video game. Let me a good alone was something people that could never do in their own time. It was amazing. As their content at the demo, I'm not sure if I ever told you this, but when I first played, I killed Toriel, and if I tried for a different costume went completely over my head. Different outcome, so this is not the different. Okay, sorry. I don't know if it's like me just saying that a different costume, but I don't know if it is or not. A different outcome went completely over my head. So outcome, not costume. Sorry. I don't know what I was thinking for that word, for when I said that. It was only after I watched a mutual friend play that I got it, which pushed my impression from pretty impressed to shock. Toby, by the way, thanks for doing promotional art for me that I put on Steam. Gigi, it was my pleasure. I'm still fond of it. Do I think that I could the foreshadowing, the foreshadowing, the shortering better now. So this is like the promotional art on Steam. This one is iconic though. Never forget that. Toby, you're one of my playtesters of Undertale. So you were about to play the final game before it released. How do you feel about the complete game? And what do you think would happen when it was released? Gigi, I was already shocked by the demo, so the actual completion of the other game was a bigger shock. So though it feels like it almost cliche to say that I never played it anymore before, I can't pretend to be predictive just by being in fludial I don't know what it is about that word. It would become, but I truly felt at the time it was much a remarkable achievement. I was clearly remembered that you asked me when I found anything in the game to be annoying. I answered without hesitation, Onion San. Onion San, I don't know what Onion San or why he had doesn't. I mean, he answers without hesitation or not, but I'm glad that he answers without hesitation. So Onion San is just like a minor character that appeared for like, I know it appears in the game, but it appears like since it appears like a little bit though for Waterfall. Toby, there was a period of time that you should stand tutorial observing. Gigi, I don't understand why is this in the past tense. It's obviously in the past tense because Gigi obviously remember it or don't. So Sans and Toriel ship together, but Gigi is wondering if Sans and Toriel just ships together, but I don't know. It still has that past tense that he's going on with his mind, by the way. But yeah, I think so. Toby, I still have memories of showing you a chest of a dramatic battle from Undertale in a hotel room. I remember it was the first time that was shown in the battle to anyone else. Was that battle with Sans? Do you remember this? And I'll also include the chest or this question. Chest came here. Gigi, I think there's some memories that might be blending here today. I do remember that you showed me Undying the Undying battle in the hotel hallway. Having a quick flip under down your laptop when someone stopped to talk. I always remember that you showed Chess and me the early parts of Deltarune the night before we went to Korea. But my most vivid memory of the Sanctify is playtesting on my own. I believe the battle is tuned down a bit to academic me just being a better at games than I am. I had to do it the real way. Tragically, tactically, I remember a few months during my initial playthrough when I would message you for insights on how to proceed. You always get really intense and respond for the lines of, "It's your choice." I feel slightly like a horror movie protagonist. Chess. I somehow don't remember this at all. I'm pretty sure my first time seeing the Sans fight was my own first playthrough. I do had at least memory of the first playtester to defeat Sans, but it's not long enough but can't be asserted whatever or is true or not. I do remember it's shown some mid-development Undertale stuff in a hotel room. But the thing I remember about seeing wasn't Sans, it was a debug demonstration of a random attack, where you had to maneuver around beneath a creature with very long legs. I remember it would think it was very fun. Actually, didn't you tell me that much later this attack was going to be a standalone minigame or something? I remember you really lofty ambitions for it. The Legend of Leg. Toby, I'll talk about leg in a different episode. I don't know if it's like my leg from SpongeBob, but it's not that. But we're gonna not get this one off. Toby, not a question, but originally I made a fan song for your character noise maker from your old comic oh my god, Cucumber Quest. Jeez, that was the stupidest word I ever come up with. Cucumber, that's the one. Anyway, yeah, I was the big into making music for the webcomics back then. This ended up being partially remade and reposed as Meton's theme. Alright, let's listen to it. Okay, that was pretty good. Thank you for inspiring me. Also, do you remember this art? This is the Meton EX one. Now, I don't know if it was made from now or till then, but I definitely really think this is a good job, and GG is just the best at drawing arts. Promotional arts. GG, again, it was my pleasure. I was so thrilled by the Noise Master, the theme, when I first heard it. It listened to my repeat for days. And yes, of course I remember, it was a very self-illuminating drawing. Toby, I remember back when the game came out, you were instrumental in highly spreading the word out about it. You let me take out the banner ad for your webcomic, and it stayed up for a few months. Even though Twitter has existed back on, the internet was a bit smaller, so I could feel probably a little bit of a difference. I really appreciate that. You even put an Undertale reference directly in a comic, including a scene where some of our characters wear slippers of Twirl's face, which were now, 7 years later, actually becoming a merchandise, as well as sorts of appearing in Deltarune themselves. I never got these slippers. Fangamer Furinas, please send me in GG free slippers and also chess and also Temmie. GG. Looking back, the idea of a banner ad for Undertale on a pretty little webcomic page was like absurd. The internet really had changed so much a few years at a time. I was just really proud of my friend and wanted to show off the game that we worked so hard on. I would certainly appreciate a pair of those slippers though. So this girl is kind of scared, trying to calm down, and you see the slippers. She's like just sigh a lot, and he has twirl slippers on. It's pretty nice. Not a question again, but hey, GG also drew this poster, the Meton poster. So this is the Meton. Yeah, very classic indeed. Very classic to some people who are an Undertale fan like this. I'm not an Undertale fan, by the way. Don't even count that. GG. Oh, the Meton poster. It was a fun adopting a tiny pixel set into complete illustration. It reminded me of when I used to draw the covers of Neopets book as a kid. I barely ahead to my point about giving readers a chance to ask many questions. Come to think of it, you should have compromised a full illustration of the Big BB, the poster from Meton's room. I would hang that in my wall. So this is the poster that what is he talking about? That's the one. Toby, who is your favorite character from Deltarune? Gigi, Susie, but I'm also very fond of Noel and Rousey. So Susie's the one that Gigi also liked as a character. To be honest, I really don't like her character ever since chapter 1 because she's being a bully to Chris, or us, the player. And in chapter 2, she's just, trying to be, a little bit, too assertive. a little bit assertive and kind. Well, not too kind at least. So yeah. Toby Fox, who is your least favorite character from Deltarune? Gigi, you mentioned once in the live stream that your friends reacted so negative to Ruxel's card that I mean that we really hated. I was the friend. So Ruxel's got that everyone just hate Ruxel's card because he's like the annoying person or cocky person. To be honest, I really don't mind him much. I like him, like, I don't actually love him. His personality was great, and the way how he's just being so funny, and that's that not Irish but German accent as well pretty much sums him up. Or Russian accent. I don't know what it is. We got the Cyber City thing right here, the promotional art. It's just like a cool thing seeing how good it was. To compare it to the game itself, like it really has that good feeling vibes on it. Really does. Toby, is there a piece of art that you made for Undertale Deltarune that really sticks out you, that you're really particularly proud of? Juju, the work I'm most proud of all is in chapter 3. I lost count of how many times I was told that looks so good, or that looks too good, or too cool. You're way too cool. I turn a piece on the concept art of what's been shown already. I look at them most fondly in my art for the chapter 2's Cyber City. I'm also very happy every time that I get to put out the main characters and new outfits. So this is the one that I really definitely like the animations as well. The promotional art animations has definitely achieved at its best. It has that meta 2010s animations, because like I'm definitely seeing right now that this could be, you know, it has that feeling of 2010's meta era animation, which really looks good. This is the diner table, a queen throwing acid in here. Disgusting. Toby, Gigi drew a concept art for chapter 3 early on, so as the chapter evolved, sadly, made the actual game as sets end up debating further concepts. We're definitely showing the concept art after chapter was released though. So chapter 3, that most of the content that Gigi drew for the concept art, so that might be actually be, you know, have that early concept or unused concept. TV time, I think this one might be an unused concept as well, but I don't know if Toby said that this is actually concept art. If it is, then it is, okay? It really is. This is the one. This is like, you know, so, how do I call this one? So, it's so like fabulous at the same time. It's so satisfying to watch. Don't know if what I'm seeing as, because Susan doing her this thing, like unlike that, because she didn't do her this in a pixelated animation in the game, but promotional art she did this. Chris is just like, yeah, like it definitely shows how much Juju's making some concept out of chapter 3 as well. But this is like the most early concept before the game itself just said. It wasn't just Susie doing this, it was just this. So yeah. Toby, what are you most excited to see in Deltarune? Gigi, your live scripts reading were mentioned in a previous Deltarune team interview. I believe you read well through the story outline for me and a few uttered some time ago. I think it was pretty getting quiet though, most of it. Be one particular, maybe Roar, yeah! Like I'd been possessed by a demon, so probably that moment. Toby, anything else you want to share for your class? Any memories of us? Any about my games during development, after development, etc. Except for one time when we were in Korea, we can't. GG. Cheese bong. What's a cheese bong though? Actually, I've been this story. Actually, I do have this story about the Korea trip. Our last night was there. We stayed up all night in a traditional in sleeping mats in the floor, but we end up ordering pizza for dinner. Pizza for dinner, huh? Sounds like you two been lucky for that. Anyway, at one point, the conversation had turned into a music production. I remember crowding around your laptop in a little table in a comfortable area, watching you give Migo Hadid a demo of how you arrange Megalovania in FL Studio. I was too embarrassed to say at the time, but I always wanted to try my hand at making the music of my own. Somehow, the demo was the first time in my life that music was something approachable to me. So I look back fondly. Thanks for that. Cheese bong is a Korean fish sausage snack. That's the one. Okay. Thanks, Gigi. We got Javel. And her, what is... I know if she's gonna be the secret boss. I don't know. I really don't know. So anyway guys, that's it for the interview. Now on to the game music. You may have heard that I made music for a certain game recently. Yes, a very certain game. Yes, with a totally nowhere collaboration. That's right. Soul of Solar Granity. I collab with Gigi on the soundtrack with their visual new novel, Soul of Synchronivity. The first chapter is now available for purchase. It's a linear story and it only takes an hour or two to complete it, so check it out. This game is intended for some major audience, 18 plus only. Don't play this, kids. Remember, kids, don't even dare play this, okay? If you're old enough, you can play it, okay? But not right now. If you're a kid, no. As I implement the soundtrack to this was a collaboration. While the two of us both made their intended tracks here and there, most of the tracks were created by two of us passing project files back and forth, as it feels like a true 50-50 effort, or maybe even a 60-40 in the side of Gigi. Gigi did mention that they wanted the soundtrack to sound like a PlayStation game, so I just sent them all the sounds I usually use and we went wild. Anyway, I don't think I've ever collaborated so back and forth like this, so it was really fun. Plus, it's Gigi's debut as a composer and I'm really proud of it. Soul Solve was a very fantasy atmosphere in Deltarune, but I think the appeals of Deltarune's characters in some ways like Deltarune, the characters and setting have a long history. There is something that Gigi had been turning around her heads over since 10 years, and it's hard to put into words. I can feel it. Can you? After meeting Lucky and Mufius at their moments, they feel like my old friends, and it's hard to stop thinking about them. I really want to meet them again. Anyway, if you're interested in a magical fantasy story with a slight disgusting count of women, I can't even give a stronger recommendation. Oh yeah, don't forget the soundtrack. So there you go, this is one. This is the soundtrack of Soul of Synchronivity Prelude. So it has 18 songs and that's it. By Gigi and Toby Fox. Okay. Look at this one. No one's gonna ask her. Oh no. Bruh, she's too even shy to ask what Susie is. At least, like, tell what Tell Susie. I don't know what Noel's even doing though, honestly. Toil slippers, they're real. Look, if I were a freak, I would tell you to put Tora on your feet. That would be weird, so I wouldn't say that. That doesn't leave with my other things to say though. It would be weird if you just tell me that if you've been a freak show, by the way. But anyway, no, or not, call you that. Toho Dekamu Karoyada Tobian Soon collaboration. You might have been wondering this, but the song Toho creator Soon and I collaborate this as out now. It's a bit of dream come true for me, so give it a listen. So I actually listened to this one in last month or last year. Pretty sure it's last year. Temi also did this a cover for the cover art for the song. So as usual, she did all the sprites in the newsletter. Thank you, Temi. Yasuhu We Pray. Gosh, what's all those names though? Yayasu and Toto has to be considering one of the best ice skaters of all time. If not the best ice skater of all time, is ice skating to Megalovania. Hey, that's just ice skating though. Yasuhu Inado Ice Story second We Pray tour. So this is the one that they usually ice skates. To explain the concept, Yasusan is currently putting in a special one-man ice show called Repray that tells a story inspired by his favorite RPG games, the performance of how many songs and the games he loves, including Neophyte 2, which made me extremely happy. I won't spoil too much, but the plot seemed to be inspired by Undertale, which seems to be a wonderful surprise. It goes without saying, to be a huge honor to have my music used in an event like this. Luckily, I was being able to attend in person. It was one of the best things I've ever done in my life. When he turns towards the stands, I screamed and went like Winnie the Pooh for a second. Winnie the Pooh for a second. Wow. Okay. I'm not sure if it's corny or not to share this, but we sent him some flowers before his performance. It doesn't look so corny to me. It just looks so amazing. Okay? The whole sands thing, the flowers, amazing. Good stuff. Seeing this flower arrangement fills you with determination. Classic Undertale reference. Yes! Good stuff. I'll let you guys know that there's an either way to view the performance of yourselves. Got Undying giving a big heart to Alphys, and Alphys giving a small gift to Undying. Now, Undying just really loves carrying big gifts, though. Seems like it is. Conclusion. I'm sure that the lovely newsletter, your heart must be feeling going Doki Doki Bam Bam Pico Pico. Doki Doki Literature Club reference, so I noticed about that. And several other noises that only a doctor can be probably diagnosed, but there's one more thing. Temi did an illustration for 8/4's New Year cards, which is Happy New Year by the way, or Happy Lunar New Year. Key, right? Hope everyone has a Spitchwitz 2024 Year of the Dragon. See ya. And we got so that's it everyone for the Deltarune newsletter for Valentine's Day. So anyway guys, hope you guys really did enjoy this one. If you did, please leave a like so I pray first. And second, Charles, join my Discord server to go to the Deca Squad. Join my Patreon to get early access to my new content if you're like open or not. Follow my Twitch and follow my Twitter aka X. I'll see you guys next time. Peace out.